On the next Rifa Madness show, we're getting up close and personal with Fab Morvan, formerly of Milli Vanilli. We're going to clear up the Milli Vanilli controversy and find out what multi-talented Fab Morvan is doing now. But first, listen up as he explains how their dream spiraled out of control.
When we came in there, we had no clue that it was going to go down like that, and no one ever thought that Milli Vanilli at the time would become such a huge worldwide success, selling over 30 million singles and over 14 million albums worldwide. You know, when you get in there, you believe that everything's going to be cool. You get a recording contract, and then you wait to get into the studio. But what happened when it was time to get into the studio, we heard this song, Girl Knows Who, for the first time. It was just instrumental, and we loved it. It was like, wow, that's going to be a magic carpet for sure. We saw ourselves perform on stage around the world. That right at that moment, like during those 4 minutes, it was like, man, this is it. We're here. We arrived. We just have to do this. And we've been waiting for months to get into the studio, but never heard anything. We're just waiting. In the meantime, what we had done is we had signed a recording contract prior, and we received a little bit of that advance money. But during that time, we thought that we were gonna start recording and possibly do things so we would get some more money. You have nothing, so whatever you get is a lot to you. So when it came down to the studio and it was time to record, you know, he came up with a story like they had no time, they were under pressure, this record had to come out, and they had someone, you know, sing on that record already, and they were like, yeah, we want you to lip sync. We're like, no way, we ain't doing that. And they were like, cool, you guys can move away, can walk away, but you're gonna have to pay us back the money that we've been giving you through the months. At that point, we were like, oh, you know, what can we do? The only way to get out was to get in deeper and like work the debt out, not knowing that, you know, Girl Knows Who would become a major success. So in order to work the debt out, we started working for them. We did this little performance on television, on the regional television show. And because of that performance, then suddenly all the radio station that were in the area started to play the record. And then it started to spread from region to region to region. And then suddenly, well, hey, we need you again. But we thought that we signed a recording contract for one single, when in fact it was for 3 albums. We stopped it. We told Frank Farian, we're done, we're finished and over with. And it took a lot of balls to say, you know what, we're done with all that. We couldn't go on anymore. But guess what? Frank Farian is the one that went to New York and told the world we didn't sing on the record. And then after that, people look at us like we're the mastermind behind it all, like Milli Vanilli, lip syncing, whatever.
Also, find out about his brand new single, Anytime.
You know, so Anytime is an awesome song that people love. Everyone that hears the song reacts well to it, and even some people that it's not their style of music, they appreciate the energy, the flavor, and I'm excited about that one. And
not to be underestimated, Fab is a triple threat, creating art, music, and fashion.
Art, music, fashion, all those are about expressing yourself. And I have so many things in my head. I hope I'll be able to all those visions, all those things I create in my mind, get them all out. And I won't rest until that's done. I'm going to keep going and cracking and creating until the end, because it's got to get out of my mind. And I think that you can reach immortality through your work. And that's what happens. Artists can achieve immortality through their work. Exactly. And maybe possibly one of these days I could maybe get there in whatever form, you know, whether it's art, music, or fashion. You never know.
And question of the day: do men stray because they are greedy, or are they just easy to turn off?
Of course they're not greedy. You know, they watch TV. Sometimes I watch TV with my boys and like, oh, I would like to have that one. Man, I'd like to have that one. She's not even in front of you.
I remember I was dating someone for a while, actually, like 9 years in college. And it's weird because I think one day, and this must have been 5 years into the relationship, he said to me, he's like, you know, you cuss a lot. And I was like, excuse me? He's like, you cuss a lot. I'm like, yes, I know. He's like, well, I don't really know that I like women who cuss. I'm like, so 5 years later, you decide that you don't like this? I'm like, so it's fine. I was like, that's a change. Well, actually, it's more of a bad habit than anything. I was like, but so what do I get? I was like, I don't really like it that you're done in 5 minutes or less in bed, but you hear me complaining out loud? No, I internalize my thoughts. So you help me out, I'll help you out.
Maybe you could cuss in bed, and that would add on a few, more minutes. Some men like that,
Ironically, he never complained when it happened there. Apparently that's a safe zone. That's a safe zone. But if I'm mad, I can't do it. Or in any other setting, it's inappropriate. And I don't really cuss, professionally and stuff. I mean, with my friends, sure, you let a couple F-bombs fly, but I'm like, you have some nerve. I'm like, listen, dude.
All that and more on the next Rifa Madness Show. Airing this Tuesday, May 10th at 3 p.m. on the Flavor Radio in Atlanta. And again on Class FM Anguilla after the evening news. For more stations and airtimes, please visit therifamadnessshow.com. Remember, this is just a preview. So tune in to hear the interview in its entirety on the next Rifa Madness Show.
After the A to the B, Fab Morvan is in the house. Rifa's Madness is in the house.
That's right.
We're doing our thing right now.
You need me there, I'll meet you there, I will be there. Anytime